Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tracy and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Central Victoria, Australia. If you're new here, I'm so happy that you've pressed play and I hope that you will enjoy today's video as well as hit the subscribe button. If you're not new here, you're probably used to the Global Monthly Video Hop groups every month that we do. As Stampin' Up demonstrators from around the world, we get together and we give you some wonderful inspiration. This month's theme is Simple Stamping, and I'm so excited to show you what I've created. Sometimes simple stamping can be a really hard task, so let me show you the card that I've used. I've used the Cactus Cuties bundle, such a beautiful bundle, and I love these bright fun colors. So probably not completely simple as a card, but yeah, let's get over and we'll get started. Simple stamping is stamps, ink and paper. So I came up with this card, and doing a basic card is something that I really do struggle with. This is using a stamp set, the coordinating punch. So it's stamp, ink and paper. I've stepped it up a little bit because simple stamping has taken a new meaning over the last few years and punches are now part of simple stamping. So I've gone with the Cactus Cuties bundle. This is in the mini catalogue. I love this one. It has a coordinating punch. If you haven't seen this one, this is a really great set. We're going to create our wonderful quick and easy card. I love the color combo in this one. It's Granny Apple Green and Magenta Madness with a little bit of white there as well. Okay, so to get started, I have my card kit ready to go, and the inks that we're using are Magenta Madness and Granny Apple Green. Love these colours together, so bright and vibrant. And of course we've got the Cactus Cuties bundle, punch bundle. So I'm starting off with a piece of basic white thick cardstock. It is half a piece of A4 that I've scored in half. I'm just going to quickly use my bone folder to get a nice crisp burnish hold there. We have a Granny Apple Green. Now all the measurements you'll be able to see in the description of this video. There is also more information over my blog if you would like to see that information. And we have a matting piece of Magenta Madness with some basic white. So I've got thick basic white for our card base, but just normal basic white for our matting. And then also another piece for our sentiment, which is Magenta Madness and basic white. Okay, so we're going to do some quick stamping here. With the stamp set, there's a few different variations that you could use. We're actually using this one here with the smaller cactus. I've got this pot here, and what else are we using? The little flower, and just a note is our sentiment. So some real easy ones there, and lots of variations that you can use. So with using our Granny Apple Green, I'm going to bring in that other cactus. So this one here, we're going to do some stamping, background stamping around the edge of our Granny Apple Green. You only need to do the edge because that's all you're going to see. And I should have had this one out a little bit earlier. I forgot that I needed this one. Let's grab a block. And we're just going to stamp around with our Granny Apple Green ink. And we want to move our stamp around to get some random stamping, so it looks different all the way around. If you have limited supplies, this is actually a really great technique by stamping the stamps that you have. It doesn't take very long to go around the edges. Actually, I might go that way. Perfect. They look like little cucumbers. Right, while we have our green out, I'm also going to bring my basic white piece in, and using Magenta Madness, we're going to stamp our pot first and then we can do our cactus. So there's two different pots in this stamp set. This one here that we're using, and then I'll show you the other one. Perfect. Actually just going to stamp that off a little bit because it stains my stamps so much. Then we're going to bring in, and I'm using these two to create our cactus. So let's change our ink. Let me know in the comments, do you have this stamp set or bundle? And if you don't, is it one that you're looking at now? And then we're going to bring in that smaller one and we're going to build up our cactus. So I want to bring one off to the side here. And I need to re-ink this ink pad, I think. I use it a ton. So just creating two off the edge there. There we go. And then down here as well. So my ink pad definitely needs to be re-inked. I've gone on the sides instead of the middle, but that's fine. It's not going to be any issue. Okay, so bringing back in that Magenta Madness, we're going to add a flower to one of our cactus areas. Super cute, brings the pink in with the green. And then that's that done. Let's bring in our sentiment piece of basic white. I'm going to stamp the sentiment in Granny Apple Green. It's not very straight, is it? Let's turn it over and do the other side. Let's see if I can get a bit straighter this time. Much better. Okay, so then we can bring in the Magenta Madness again. And I'm just going to stamp a few of those little flowers, those cactus flowers, on here as well. So there's all our stamping done. I'm not sure if I'm going to need another piece of Magenta Madness to do our couple of punches here. Let me see if I can use this piece, which is behind our basic white. See if I can punch out a couple of those flowers. Yeah, we will be able to do that without any issues. So I'm going to end up with a few leftover pieces, which is really good. But this is a great way of not wasting your cardstock. So if you're using coloured cardstock for matting for anything, do some die cutting behind it. Once we pop this on top, you're not going to know that we've taken some of that cardstock out. So it's a really great tip to have. And look at this, we've got quite a few different pieces, pots, and we can make our own little cactus as well. I'm going to move those to the side. I have two little flowers here that we're going to add to our piece. But let's start popping this all together. We're going to work on our base piece. I'm going to glue these two together. So I'm just going to add some liquid adhesive all the way around the edge. Because we've taken out some of our middle, I don't want to add any glue there. Make sure that's nice and centered. Beautiful little border all the way around. And then we're going to pop this one up with some dimensionals. This is lots of edges here, so I'm going to use those. Been going through a ton of dimensionals lately. And a couple for the middle. Perfect. So we're going to lay this down onto our Granny Apple Green. And this is why we've only done around the edges of the Granny Apple Green, because we've covered it up with these two sheets of card. So we can pop this up over the top. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to layer these two pieces together just with some liquid adhesive. And this one actually goes, borders on three sides, and it's up against the edge on the other side. So pretty simple. going to pop this down onto my card. And don't forget we've got those 2 punched pieces that we'll come back to. The Simple Stamping theme is a real hard one for me, and I think it's a real hard one for a lot of people who stamp. We like to trick things up a little bit. This is probably as simple as I can go. Certainly want to add rhinestones and all sorts of things. So for this little banner down here, I've used my Magenta Madness open weave ribbon. I'm going to grab that and we're going to pop it a little bit underneath our sentiment. I'm just going to add it just like that. Use some tear and tape to fix that in place. Tear and tape's not as easy to tear sometimes. So I'm just fixing that ribbon in place, and then I can bring my ribbon scissors in and just cut off the other side. Gives it a really cute little banner down the bottom. We're going to pop this piece up with some more dimensionals. I'll grab a new sheet because we've just finished the edgings. Pop him on the side. And then I'm going to bring in some glue dots to adhere these ones down, these little punched pieces. The glue dot, what it actually does is it offers a bit of a pop-up without being too bulky. So to add that, if you just fold it in half, and I'm actually going to do 2, so I'm folding 2 glue dots in half. That's where you get that dimension from. Can pop these flowers down on them. And just picking it up, I'm going to pop a flower just there, and also a flower just on the pot. Pretty cute, hey? Really hope that you've enjoyed today's card for this simple stamping theme. Don't forget to check out all the other demonstrators and what they've created. The links are in the bottom of the description of this video. And if you're in Australia and you would like to purchase any of the products that I've used on today's card, or any other products that you would like from Stampin' Up, you can purchase them in my online store. Please use this month's hostess code, and I always have a special of a handmade card or project and a bundle tutorial that I'll send to you as a free gift as well. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all really soon. Bye-bye.